Plumbing versus HVAC, which is better? We're going to talk about it in this video, and we're going to talk about it right now. Plumbing versus HVAC, which is better? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I became a plumber. But to be honest, I'm also an HVAC technician. When I first got into plumbing, I didn't really realize the difference in all the trades. And that's why I make a lot of the videos I make. That's why I make the mini course I make where I ask people what kind of plumber they want to be. Literally, I got into plumbing because one of my best friends...
Say 228, take 7, pick up.
Okay, action!
I got into plumbing because one of my best friends, his dad, and his 3 older brothers were plumbers. And that's what got me into the trade. And believe it or not, I loved it. Now that I know HVAC technicians, electricians, and everybody else, I can tell you that I'm glad I became a plumber. Getting into plumbing was really good for me. A lot of people hear me say a lot, plumbers protect the health of the nation. Here's what I like about that. I really think we do. And I take pride in my work. If you want to be an HVAC technician, that's fine. Air conditioning is a big deal, especially down here in Texas. Up north, it may be heat. That may be the big deal. Now, I know the plumbers and fitters supply steam and things like that. So let's just talk a regular HVAC technician versus a regular plumber. Number one, plumbers are better looking. Look at me.
Wow.
Now remember, I said I'm an HVAC technician too, so if you say no HVAC technicians are, then I'm going to show you that card.
Shut up!
Not really. Here's the fun thing. I enjoy being a plumber. It's something that was easy to learn. I actually, after being a plumber, took the HVAC certification. It took me 12 days. But it took 12 days because I already had experience working on chill water and heating water systems that I was able to use as my hours to have credit. So what I'm going to tell you this is, I love being a plumber because I can get out, see different jobs, or I can be on the same job forever. There's so much versatility. But an HVAC technician is just about the same. If you work residential, you literally can either go out to people's houses and make repairs all the time, or you can install new systems in houses. If you see my video about plumbers versus electrician, you know I have a lot of fun there. This one's about the same. HVAC is very similar to plumbing. You've got commercial and residential. You've got new construction, you've got service, you've got union versus non-union. So there's so many things that are very similar. So here's what I'm going to tell you the big differences are to me. If you're a plumber and you're working on a slab leak, you may have to tunnel and crawl up under a house. It may be wet, it may not be. It may be clean water, it may be not clean water. If you're an HVAC technician, you may have to spend a lot of time in an attic or out in the direct sun working on a unit. I'm an HVAC technician too, but I've never done it. I got my license, I got my certification. I got it because I knew that when I had my plumbing company, if I ever wanted to open an air conditioning side or an HVAC side, I could do that. People ask me all the time, well, what does HVAC stand for? Heating, ventilation, air conditioning. A lot of time you see HVACR because it's also refrigerant. Remember, everybody says ACs work because of Freon. Freon is a name. AC works because of refrigeration. That refrigerant, and man, it's a really neat thing to study. And here's what I would tell you. I'm a plumber, but studying HVAC was a lot of fun. And here's why I say that. Different refrigerants boil at different levels, different temperature levels. So it's really interesting. The other neat thing about it, I had to learn a little bit about electricity. Don't tell my electrician friends that I had to learn electricity, because being a plumber, they automatically think I know everything. But having to learn electricity was a lot of fun. It's a flow. It's almost the same type of flow. And you understand switches and transformers and regulators. But now, let's get back to HVAC, because that's what it's all about. You've got to understand how the electricity comes in and makes the system work and what problems you can have. But you've also got to understand the refrigerant, high pressure, low pressure, liquid, and vapor.
Whoa.
So there's a lot of things to learn, but I tell you what, it's very interesting. At the end of the day, here's what I'm going to tell you. HVAC versus plumbing, man, they're both a lot of fun. But I said the same thing about electrical, and it's true they are.
Right.
Here's what I tell people. If you want to get into a trade, any of the trades are great. Figure out in the beginning, do you want to work as a residential person or as a commercial person? Do you want to work on houses? Do you want to work on big office buildings? Do you want to do service or do you want to do new construction? New construction, you're going to build a big building, you're liable to be on it for a long time. And HVAC, like plumbing, when you're on a big job like that, it's bigger equipment. Meaning you may be dealing with big 48-inch wide by 24-inch duct, where a plumber's dealing with bigger sized pipe, cast iron, copper, whatever it is. HVAC though, man, that's somebody everybody loves because when it's hot, you want that HVAC. Now, I love my HVAC technician. He takes good care of us, and we don't have any problems in the summertime or wintertime. But I also love the fact that my plumbing works. So whenever I go in to use it, it's always there. Guys, HVAC, the biggest complaint I have is in the middle of summer when people's AC goes out, that's when they're gonna want you up in their attic. And guys, here in Texas, that can get hot. Also remember, as a plumber, when their sewer stops up, you may be outside in the rain and the snow, anything at all like that, trying to unstop their sewer. HVAC versus plumbing, guys, it's not really a versus, it's a HVAC or plumbing. There's a lot of similarities and we do a lot of things alike.
Nice.
If you're either one, please leave a comment down below and let me know which one you are. And if you're both of them, leave me a comment down below and let me know which one you like best. I hope you enjoy these videos. If so, please remember to subscribe and ring the bell.
Today, Junior?
Please remember to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber and HVAC technician. I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.